Saludos, mi gente. Panama la salsa y el viejo Rafo se van a dar una tanda de béisbol ahora. Desafío que hay entre Panamá la salsa, de que me va a hacer quitar el PCI. Hoy yo, ¿con quién abro yo? Déjame ver. ¿Con quién? Vamos a darle con este que está de primero. Entonces, déjame ver. Yo lo voy a dejar así mismo como tal ahí, ¿no? Entonces, yo estoy usando el PCI y no he jugado sin el PCI, nunca había jugado. Entonces, él me dijo como lo va a hacer quitar. Entonces, yo tengo que jugar un duelo de verdad hoy con Panamá la salsa. Él consiguió pitcher y yo conseguí bateadores. Conseguí 3 bateadores para que vayamos ahí. Ya ustedes saben, el viejo Rafo, uy, se copió. Un saludo ahí para Previ. Me funciona como es. Me lo vas a quitar. Oye lo que dijo. Ustedes están escuchando. Vamos arriba. Ay, oh. Pues también yo medio exigente hoy. Aquí tiene un PCI calladito ahí,
So up next, Mickey Mantle. Swings through that.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
El DH, Rafa, ¿cuándo cogió eso? Panamá, pero tú retiraste el toro.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
So hard to touch. I mean, at the top of the zone, 99.
El toro se retiró para siempre, lo retiraron.
Pitchers do such a good
Disculpa,
job
Panamá, pues se salió solo.
Just elevated a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. Looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's.
Saludando a la gente que están en sintonía. Panamá la salsa y el viejo Rafa. Un duelo esta noche. Panamá dice que me va a hacer quitar el PCI, que lo voy a tener que retirar. Y yo le digo que no. Contraté 3 bateadores ahí para que le den su tanda. Ay, Dios mío, Rafa. No deje que te golpeen la pelota así. Ay, pensaba que iba a caer ahí. Pero no cayó.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
Vámonos.
Sanchez gathers, throws in time. So the drop third.
Bueno, mi gente, ya usted sabe. Un saludo para Weber ahí que está en sintonía. Un saludo para el altitaje también. Cliente más caro que tiene la barbería.
He's probably only going to pitch an inning, maybe 2 at the most, and it's going to be unconventional. I think he's going to pitch backwards, more off speed, and then fastballs late.
Bottom of the first, here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Vamos hicito de una vez. Yo creo que era un...
Throws to first in time. One gone, bottom half of the first. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time. Foul ball still 0-2. 1 out, bases empty. Just misses. And the count is 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 down, bases empty. Kobe Mayo getting ready to hit. Cut out and missed at 101 for 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
Got him swinging.
Rafa, ¿qué es lo que pasa, Rafa?
Back here in New York, here's the catcher,
Cal
Raleigh. Wheeler back to work.
You know, Raleigh made history in 2023. He had a game with 2 home runs and 6 RBIs, becoming the first catcher in Mariners history to do that. Speaking of dingers, he's the second fastest to 50 home runs in Seattle history. Only A-Rod needed fewer games.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Tatis makes the play, and there's one down. And now Jason Dominguez.
Ese peligroso ese.
That's
Te dije que peligroso. Te lo dije.
Harris has a beat on it. And there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. And here is Devers.
Con ese no se puede relajar con eso.
In the first pitch,
Ese sí es verdad que no coge
Way to
eso.
lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have
Que no cayó.
so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a
Eso
little
no me
too
gusta
high.
cuando no cae. Y yo la tiro para que caiga,
Now 3-0. Upstairs, and that is ball 4.
Oh, yes.
And that's their first base runner of the game. And now the center fielder, Curtis Granderson. And first offering is fouled off. Swinging a foul straight back. Runner takes off. And down on strikes he goes.
Devuélvete.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the DH, Terry Pendleton. And that one fouled off. Up and in. And that's ball 1.
He's great hitting the ball to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
In the air, left field, down the line.
Está buena, hombre.
And that's a
Ay,
foul
ay,
ball.
ay. Ajá, Rafo. ¿Cómo te dejaste ponchar?
And here comes the power hitting catcher, Gary Sanchez. That's down and in. No score here in the second. Ranging into the alley. Makes the grab,
Tengo
and
el
there's 2
internet
gone.
lento. Frisadito se
Now the
frizó.
left fielder, Manny Ramirez. And there's a foul ball.
También. Así, cuando él fue a batir, se quedó
2
paralizado.
down, nobody on. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
2 strikes.
Struck him out really
Tengo que
full
comprar
with
un
the breaking ball
cablecito de
there.
Panamá. De internet. Cable que van conectado a internet. Corto. Para conectar una pieza aquí.
All set for the start of the inning.
Y
Now
siempre
it's
se me
the
olvida,
second baseman, Termarr Johnson.
No, es para conectar una pieza. Es un internet corto que necesito. El cablecito corto.
He was late there, strike 1.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
1-1.
Late on that fastball.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Ball, that's inside.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
It's a leadoff walk, and that's the
Anda
go-ahead
pa'l
run.
I
carajo.
don't think he really
Yo
wanted
quiero
to
dar
pitch to
base por
him right there
bola.
anyhow.
Here's O'Neal Cruz. On the ground at first. Can't glove
Mira
it
eso.
cleanly.
Te llega a
And they
6
put
también.
the tag on him for the out. So the batting order turns over. Digging in, Ellie De La Cruz. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
So here's a fun note on Ellie. He became the youngest player in high A ball to homer from both sides of the plate in the same game, and it gets better. He did it again 2 games later. Those are the type of games that tend to get you promoted in the minors.
Top of the third, no score. Now 3-0, and he's back in safely. Pick off to second, and he throws it into center. down. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Oye, Panama, no, mierda, cónchale. Pero yo no quiero darle base por bola. ¿Por qué salen afuera? Mira, eso estaba atrás, porque no la quiso cantar. Ya, che, que base por bola, si eso estaba adentro.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Swing and a miss. Gonna count 1 and 2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside.
Double steal. Ouch. That one.
Mira eso, caramba, Dios.
Strikes on him, and he hit him. And now Anthony Santander. Golden opportunity right here.
Es obligado que ellos me quieran bajar carrera, obligado.
All loaded up. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And that's fouled off.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
And a swing and a miss.
Conchale.
He's notched 4 strikeouts now. And now the switch hitting catcher, Cal Raleigh. He's 0 for 1. Swings and misses. Strike 1.
Going, come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right now.
That one missed. Next pitch inside, and a count 2-1. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing the run. Pitch misses inside. Full count 3-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. In the air, out towards right center. And that's the 3rd out.
Caramba, sube.
Back now in the Bronx, bottom of the inning, and the batter will be Fernando.
Saludo para Previ.
And a foul ball.
Well, these guys definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time.
Rafo, ¿qué es lo que pasa,
They're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Mark McGuire. Now at the plate, through strike 1.
Rafo. Fuera de balance.
Swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
Michael Harris the second. Now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. And now a 2-out opportunity for Jose Altuve.
Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to...
Runner on the move, swing and a miss. And that's a stolen base, not even close. Harris on at second with 2 down. And strike 2. And a breaking ball misses outside.
The guy at the plate could recognize slide.
Runner on the go again. Lifted in the air, right center field. Squeezes it. That is the inning. As we go to the top of the 4th. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. And a foul
Ay,
ball.
Dios mío.
You know, this group of hitters
Sí, la
do a
agarra ya
great
ustedes
job early,
saben.
just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at bats out of them. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
Ay, Rafa, sigue inventando, Rafa.
Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. And it's Rafael Devers in the box. He reached out and walked his first time.
Yeah, and here's a fun stat on Devers. He's at his best when he's hitting homers and doubles, and by the time he was 26 years old, Devers already had over 150 home runs and more than 200 doubles. He's just the 15th player in baseball history with those kinds of numbers at that age.
Strike 3.
Ponchadito.
Stepping in, Curtis Granderson. Struck out looking his first at bat. Swings through that one. 0-1.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Got him swinging for the...
Vámonos, Rafa, carajo, que sacándonos chispas que estamos.
Now up to hit Francisco Lindor.
Misito, vámonos. Eso es un doble, vamos, caramba. Ahora llegó la tanda buena para el viejo Rafa. Ahora
Position, no outs. Now at the plate, Kobe Mayo. Not even close there. And that's ball 1.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on
ahí era, Rafa, esa estaba buena.
Hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Breaking ball misses down and away. No outs. Runner on second. In the dirt, blocked. Down to second, but he dances back in safely.
Ay, Rafa.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated.
¡Vámonos! ¡Vámonos! ¡Vámonos, carajo! Esa lleva un golpe. Agárrela, que va a desasitiar. Se fue el viejo Rafa adelante. Un hisito ahora. Ahí, tira malo, tiró malo. Ah, no. Se lleva un chichón, Se está sobando todavía. Un hisito ahí. Ay, la cogió.
Slings the first in time. 2 down, bases empty. Here's the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. And another ball.
Tiempo perdido por Panamá la salsa.
Count you really don't want to get in here. You got to work the edges. Really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in, and we're here in the bottom of the 4th. And a swing and a miss.
Espérate, Panamá. Ahora sí. Ya me dejaron solo. Ay, santísimo, Rafa.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Fights it off, he'll see another. 2 out, space is empty. And he grounds one to the right side. And that chance handled.
Tírate.
Throws to first. 3rd out.
Aquí vamos, mi gente, ya ustedes vieron. Ahora vamos a sudar aquí ahora.
Termar Johnson. Wheeler back to work.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up.
And he makes the catch. And there's 1 down.
Un saludo para el viejo Rafo. Uy. Tati, nada más tú le llegas, Tati, a esa pelota. Vamos, Tati.
Ellie De La Cruz up now. You don't want to let him get on base.
Yeah, led baseball in stolen bases last year. Also led the league in getting caught stealing. Nobody's perfect.
Late on that fastball.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Swings and misses.
Esa era Panamá. Un saludo para Wilber. También para su componente, el altitaje. El cliente más caro que tiene la barbería.
When you look at the Yankees and think about all those retired numbers, in fact, no more single digits are available with the exception of 0. Chris, what stands out to you?
Well, for me, it kind of explains why I wore 80 in spring training with the Yankees, other than the fact I wasn't going to make the team. You look at it, it is pretty difficult, if you would say, as a guy that gets drafted or signs with that team, to think of, man, how am I going to get comfortable with the new number? Because there's not many options left.
And here's the first baseman, Mark McGwire. So many great players.
Ay, santísimo, Maguire, ¿qué fue?
Gehrig and Ruth and DiMaggio and Mantle. And then the other retired numbers that really represent the most recent path of success, led, of course, by number 2, Derek Jeter.
Yeah, and obviously the one that stands out the most is that number 2. So many people familiar with the iconic shortstop, Derek Jeter, and the championships that the Yankees won while he was team captain. Just impressive, but no question about it. The history and all of the...
Zips it to first. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Now the number 2 hitter, Mickey Mantle. Foul ball there. And ball 1. To the right side. Altuve handles it in plenty of time to first.
Atrapada de la que tú me coges a mí. Yo traje de una baja también.
The next to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. Little chopper rolls foul.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now. Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Foul ball still, 1-2 count. One down, base is empty. And that misses. And the count is even, 2-2. And delivers outside.
Se cansó.
Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. In danger of losing the no-hitter here. And it's ball 4.
Caramba.
That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk. And here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh. On the mound now, Emmanuel Clase.
Power slider guy, but he
throws
it hard and he gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
That's in there. 0-1.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you can find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
That misses the zone. 2-1. Inside, just missed. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Tries to get back and save.
Ay, qué golpe, Panamá. Qué golpe. Ah, de aquel lado, papá, se empató esto. Es un rebalazo que lleva en el lado izquierdo. Damn.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Clase in his fifth season. He throws a cutter, a slider, and he works in a
Se empató esto, mi gente.
Still only one out here in the inning. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Ball one there. Cuts on it and misses.
Se empató esto. Mira que viene ahora el hombre peligroso.
And that one fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. That just misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Ay, Rafa. Le va a dar la base por bola, Rafa, otra vez, porque tú no la quieres pichar.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a miss. Picks up a strikeout.
Vámonos.
Back for more from the Bronx. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now it's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Down in the dirt, swing and a miss.
Well, these players, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too
carajo, qué golpe le dio. Una galleta fue que le dio. Así. ¡Pah!
You could argue it's making things more difficult at the plate.
And now it's Frankie Lindor, 1 for 2.
Este fue peligroso de ahorita. Vamos arriba. Ay, Dios mío. Ay, sí. Nah. Me lenté demasiado. Me confié.
Mayo in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike.
Rafo.
Guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close.
Oh, that's a strike.
Ay, yo creo que tenía 2.
We go to the top of the 7th. Here's the center fielder, Curtis Granderson.
2-2, mi gente, en el 7º inning.
Fought off foul. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. And a swing and a miss.
Se lo llevaron.
His 3rd of the game. And now, Termarr Johnson. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Right side, Altuve.
Sácalo, Altuve. Ya lo sacó.
And 2 away to start the 7th.
Ya se cansó el pitcher. Vamos a dar una sacadita. Vamos a meterle a Mark Davis a ver qué dice. 2-2 en el 7º inning. El viejo Rafa y Panamá la salsa. El otro juego Panamá me mató a palo. ¿Y esto? ¿Qué fue lo que trajo esto? Tiempo pedido por Panamá la salsa. Bateando ahora. Cambio de bateo. Sustituido aquel por el otro. Un zurdo vino ahora. Déjame cambiar. Con un pinche zurdo ahora. Mentira. Yo le voy a pichar. Ya relajando. Sí. No le coja miedo. No le dé. ¡Ah! ¿Qué fue? Ay, Dios mío, Rafa. Ese hombre te puede hacer un tollo. Oye, era segunda. Ay, Dios mío, Rafa. ¿Qué fue? Mira, pues se durmió. Ay. Ay, se durmió.
Pitch misses. Ball one. And there's a ball. Now one miss. Foul off the plate. They'll do it again. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Ellie on his way to second. Save. De La Cruz gets his first steal of the game. Lawler at third. De La Cruz at second with 2 gone. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Ramirez settles under this
en eso fue que yo me enfoqué, sacarse a, olvídate de los corredores, ¿verdad? Estaba aprendiendo, estoy aprendiendo, ¿verdad? Oh, mira como cayó esa pelota ahí. Ay, santísimo, Rafa. A 97 millas por hora. Pisito por la banda contraria.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Raleigh gathers, throws to first, gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike. And Gary Sanchez at the plate.
Ay, santísimo, Rafa.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom of the 7th. Outside. 1-2 to count. Cut on and miss, struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Manny Ramirez digs in now. And that's downstairs. Ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
And there's a foul ball.
Vela ahí, Rafa. Mantente firme, tranquilo ahí, Rafa. Tranquilito.
Puts the go-ahead run on base. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here.
Vela ahí, Rafa. Vamos, avanza, avanza. Se quedó. Wow.
And that is that.
Tranquilo, que yo la golpeo de aquí ahorita.
Back at Yankee Stadium, and now the first baseman, Anthony Santander. Davis back to work. And that one fouled off. The 0-1. And that is out of play. This to third. Mayo whips it across. One up, one down. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Cal Raleigh. He's already homered here in this one. Inside. 1-0.
Ese es el hombre. Toma.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
1-1.
A ver si Olá que tú bateas con el balón.
Tried to stay back for something on speed. Good job of elevating that 97-mile-per-hour fastball up and out of the zone.
Toma, desafiado fue. Fue que lo desafíe Palomo es.
So digging in, Jason Dominguez. 0 for 3 in this one. Breaking ball misses down and away.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
Swing and a miss. And 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
To third. And it goes just foul. And there's
No le des, Rafa.
swing and a miss, splitter in the dirt. Sanchez gathers, throws, and it's in time for the third out, so that'll end the inning.
Vamos, Rafa. El café limpio que Rafa está aquí.
Back in New York, ready for the bottom of the eighth. And here's the first baseman, Mark McGuire. Swing and a miss, strike one.
0-1's the count.
The next offering misses, and it's 1-1.
1-1.
Late swing.
Por la banda contraria.
Swing and a miss. Struck
my
him
wow.
out. Ugly cut on the slider for strike three. Harris in the box lays off for ball one. All tied up here, the bottom half of the eighth inning.
Ajá. Es así, Rafa.
Left field, Dominguez. And there's two down. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. 1 for 3. And that one is downstairs. And that's ball one. And a swing and a miss.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
On the ground to the left. And that's just foul. Almost got him. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's Devers at the plate.
Se ha cansado este. ¿Con quién le vengo? Wow, ¿con cuál le vengo? Con Dios, no. A venir con este.
Pitching change here, Michael Kopech.
And we
Se
all know
mueve, yo
about
creo,
slider.
sí,
It's just
lo
filthy,
traje
man.
como
And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Ay,
And that one
santísimo.
fouled off. That's off the inside corner, and it's a ball and a strike. Swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's
Salí de él. Estoy más o menos.
Fielder, Curtis Granderson. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Swing and a miss. 0-2. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Bases empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. And a swing and a miss. Coming out of the bullpen throwing beans. So up next, Termarr Johnson. Misses the zone and he gets him to chase.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Ball inside.
Swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side.
Bueno,
Back at Yankee
Raf.
Stadium. All set for the
Último
bottom of the
inning, Raf.
9th. Now here is Francisco.
Último inning. El viejo Raf. Concentrado, Rafa. Vamos arriba.
Lindor.
Ahí. Ay, Raf. Este te poncha o tú le das. Pero atiéndelo. Eso es. Ay, Dios mío. Pasa que iba por la banda contraria.
Tosses to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. Kobe Mayo getting ready to hit. He's already homered in this game.
Ay, santísimo.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first.
Ay,
pitch.
santísimo, Rafa.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Vela ahí, esa era.
Nothing in 2. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Pendleton in the box now. No balls and a strike.
¡Ay, carajo, qué golpe! ¡Vámonos! ¡Ay, coño, no se fue! Y lo cazan en segunda también. ¡Wow, no se fue! Pero santísimo, Panamá. Déjalo ahí, concho.
And now it's the catcher, Gary Sanchez. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Vamos, Gary Sánchez.
Short, Lawler. Jumps, throws, nicely done.
Ah.
Extra innings. Leading off
Extra inning,
Jordan
papá.
Lawler.
Extra inning ahora.
That one in triple digits.
Extra inning ahora. Ay, se rompió la barriga.
Kopech deals. And a sac bunt here. There's one.
Yeah, you're out.
Ahí,
Ellie
Porcesi ahí.
Cruz now at the plate.
¿Sabes quién es que está? Corre 96 que está allá. Ok, está. Tranquilo.
Runner on the go. Pitch is high.
Esperado.
Sanchez throws.
Oye, dije que no.
Stolen base.
Wow.
The go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again.
Y ahora.
Misses.
Sálvate ahora, coño. Ah,
And the
Bushi.
go-ahead run is
Panamá.
only 90 feet away.
Eso es Bushi. Damn.
That one missed. Now 3.
Ya, che, dije que no. Casado, esperado.
Right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
Swing and a miss.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Coño, me quillé yo, mano. Esperaba en tercera y dije que no.
So digging in, Mickey Mantle. Swing and a miss. And that's strike one.
0-1.
So Josh Hader gets the call to the mound. Oh, that plunked him. And that's now twice he's been hitting this one. Here comes Anthony Santander in a big spot. Yeah, this one bounces away from Sanchez. Tag out. They cut down the go-ahead run at the plate.
Se arriesgó Panamá y si yo me tengo que ir porque
Swing and a miss.
no hay otra
Missed that
opción.
by a mile. And the count is 1-1. And fouled off.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Got him. They miss a big chance to take the lead.
Bueno, Raf.
Late. Back here in New York, we're in extras here. Now the left fielder, Manny Ramirez.
Di que oye, di que Gary Sánchez corriendo. Y esa ratería, di que Ven acá, fui yo que pedí tiempo. ¿Y qué fue? Ah, pero fue Panamá que pidió tiempo. Yo creía que era yo. Yo quiero cambiar el catcher. Coño, no me deja ver. Gary Sánchez que está corriendo, ¿verdad? A cambiarlo por este catcher.
Looks like we've got a substitution at second. Entering is the pinch runner, Justin Crawford. He's a potential winning run, so they're hoping he can score on a base hit. So the leadoff guy being intentionally walked to get to the slugger. Okay. Now it's the right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr. A pair of strikeouts, and he's flied to center. That's down and in.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And another ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Problem.
Runners on the move. Cut on and miss.
Vamos,
Throw to third.
todo
Save.
bien.
Double steal. Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play.
Ay, Maguay.
in order.
Espera el palo con Maguay.
Mark McGuire will hit next. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. And now everybody's running.
Espera el palo con Maguay. Y le dio el giro. ¡Victoria para el viejo rafo! ¡Mi gente! ¡Woo! ¡Celebren! Que ganó el viejo rafo. El viejo rafo durísimo. Un saludo para Panamá la salsa. Saludo para Previ. Saludo para Wilber. Saludo para el altitaje, el componente. ¿Qué fue? Vamos a darle otro. Ya usted sabe, mi gente, el primer juego de la noche ganó el viejo Rafa Panamá la salsa. En un ratito le estaremos tirando el segundo partido entre el viejo Rafa y Panamá la salsa. Se copió.